Welcome to the main Memorial Park here in Clifton, New Jersey. You know, being a Hollywood bargain hunter might look like a walk in the park, but in all actuality, it does take a fair amount of effort for me to bring you the most attractive straight scoop I can give you on anything and everything related to pop culture on a dime. Hey, this ain't no regular thrift store channel after all. Just like Irregular show certainly is anything but regular. And it makes its debut next as the Thrift Store Rundown continues to bring Hollywood home on a budget. Regular scenes from Irregular Park. I hope you enjoyed that because all of this stands in stark contrast to the three irregular Tales from Irregular show, all written exclusively for the book by Jake Black. This was picked up for 99 cents out of a retail price of $5.99 in the US and a buck more up north, $6.99 in Canada. It's a price-stern slow publication and imprint of Penguin. This book features 3 original stories. Story number 1, Star Warriors, which follows Mordecai and Rigby's misadventures with the greatest actor that ever lived, in Rigby's mind anyway, Bill Carpenter, of the titular Star Warriors franchise. I'll leave it up to you to figure out which movie franchise this story references and spoofs. Story number 2 is called Date Night. In that story, we follow Benson, Mordecai and Rigby's boss, as he goes out on an online blind date with a woman named Sylvia, who turns into a monster if she doesn't get her lovin' on. Now that's quite a blind date, right? And story number 3 is identity theft. And here, Mordecai has to play a video game starring himself in order to undo some of the slip-ups he did throughout the day. Dave Bottom's illustrations seasoned throughout the book almost perfectly encapsulate the kind of storyboard you would see on the show. And Jake Black's dialogue and writing is as on point as ever. Witty, smart, and oh so snarky. Now, of all 3 of the stories in here, Star Warriors, Date Night, and Identity Theft, which story do you think I would vibe with the most? I'll give you a hint. We meet in the middle. To bring you a special episode of Blind Date. Coming up today, an online troll decimates everything inside in the name of love. Watch what her date does to save their outing and possibly the neighborhood from disaster. That's coming up right now. Meet today's unlucky in love pair, Benson and his date Sylvia. Benson is a park manager who upholds law and order on his green turf and thus rarely finds time for romance. Given his park ranger chief status, it's no wonder. Well, trying to turn a new leaf today will be Sylvia, who's a loyal, family-oriented go-getter. However, if she doesn't get away with men, Lord help us all. Looks like this blind date's shaping up to be a real eyesore, yet I can't look away.
Very disrespectful.
That sounds awesome.
Get back to work!
If there was ever a place and time to insert a blind date parody in one of these videos, it's right here, right now, baby. Now I say this not as a regular show fan because I've only seen a small handful of episodes, but I say this as somebody who appreciates good Cartoon Network stories, especially when they're adapted or created originally for paperback, like this. This is about as irregularly awesome as it gets. Regular show is a totally regular show, right? Wrong. Hang out with Mordecai, Rigby, and the rest of the crew as they go on ridiculous adventures that are bound to get them into a ton of trouble with Benson. Along the way, you'll find out why a day at the park with Mordecai and Rigby is anything but regular. That strikes me as odd because for Mordecai and Rigby, being groundskeepers at a local park can be an adventure within itself, with the cast of characters they hang out with. All three of the stories in here definitely live up to J.C. Quintel's vision of regular show being, as the subtitle would indicate, anything but. And for that, I'm giving this 5 out of 5.
Now please take your seats for the following presentation by the U.S. Army.
Perfectly illustrates why a day at this park can also be anything but regular. As Pops would say, this is a jolly good read. Just like the Emmy Award-winning regular show, it's a jolly good show!
I'm gonna be famous.
A little quiet place here that I want to, chill out and relax. Springtime is here, so why not? We get some little peaceful time around. Today and so I can easily close to one park. As I did say in the previous video, here I go. These Charlie Deliver. There are the lines where you can just balance it and over your phone. Through the whole line that without falling. So I can did this 2 years ago and she got the grip on it. Yes, I still got the grip. Alright, that's it, boys. Today.
For watching TSR. Now, to see another awesome review like this one, click here. If you want to become a Hollywood bargain hunter, click here to subscribe. And I'll catch you on the Thrift side.